What is up, everyone? Sean here, and welcome to another Hawk Talks episode featuring Street Fighter 5 today. And we really want to talk about a certain character within Season 3. Just because, Cody is done, he's out, and people have already gotten a good feel of him, I guess. And, Cody is, now in the roster officially, so Street Fighter 5 now has someone very mysterious, in my opinion, and very interesting. I would say the most interesting out of the Season 3 characters in terms of just like mystery or whatever. And that character is G. G is coming up. G is next in the lineup. He's before Sagat and after Cody. So really wanted to talk about him. I've been speculating on Twitter for a good while. And people are starting to bring up G on the Twitter feed, so that's why I definitely wanted to take this time to talk about G and what my theories are and stuff like that. What he's probably going to be like in Street Fighter 5, because I'm still interested enough to talk about characters like him. So let's just start off with one theory of mine I've been kind of boasting on Twitter in the past, and I think G is some sort of rival slash enemy slash some sort of like associate of Q of some kind. He knows Q somehow or some way or some shape or form. He has some sort of relationship with him, whether it's maybe like business or something or whatever. Because if you take a look at the leaked image of the costumes from for Season 3 that was on PlayStation Network a while back, right here, you can see G in the back wearing a fedora, a mask, a trench coat, and some gloves, and I think he's wearing some like white pants or something. I could be wrong, but who's the closest character to have that kind of appearance within the Street Fighter world? And Q definitely comes to mind. Q has the mask, the trench coat, and the fedora, and of course he has the gloves as well to even throw that in there. So that really makes me think that G, on top of the fact that he has a one-letter code name, G is some in my opinion, he could be a rival of Q of some kind who squares off with him pretty often, and Q is always trying to prevent G from succeeding with his plans, since looks like G sort of gives off a pretty sort of an evil vibe from the way he smiles in the trailer from right after Capcom Cup, when they revealed all the characters for season 3, and the way G pointed at the camera and he smirked and stuff like that, he definitely doesn't give off that good guy vibe right away. Just judging from his face and stuff like that, he seems to be more towards a villain, in my opinion. And it makes all the more sense since from the leak list, before this whole thing was revealed, there was some sort of like president or something. So, this guy could be a president of a company or something. He could be a CEO or some sort of a giant corporation, and which explains his attire, his the background around him, his just overall appearance, just gives off that money like vast fortune sort of vibe from this guy. And his his letter in his codename G, kind of stands for gold, so it's kind of obvious as to what his theme is going to be around that. It's all about the gold or all about fortune or something. And on top of that, he has gold around his arms and he has some gold around his face. Now, it could be anything. It could be like a tattoo or something. It could be something that's a result of his powers, possibly. He could have gold-themed powers some way or form. And Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition is all about that gold. If you haven't noticed already, the health bar and everything when you don't get hit throughout the round, it's gold the entire time until you get hit. And the menu and everything, the versus screen, it's got some gold. It's got some bright gold kind of theme around it. So I feel like G is like the mascot character for season 3 anyway. He's like that guy. He's the guy who represents the gold. You know what I mean? So this guy is probably gonna be all about the gold. So his V skill and his 2 V triggers are probably gonna be involving something with gold somehow. I really think it's probably gonna be it's gonna take that route. Just judging from his appearance overall so far, including his costume and everything, I think he's some sort of evil CEO president that Q is always trying to stop, trying to prevent from him, succeeding with whatever plan he has in his, in his agenda. Now, one other theory that I wanted to touch upon, and this is the one I don't really think about too much, but someone has brought it up as a recent, or Event Hubs to be more specific, but someone or some people have pointed out that this guy could be a character from another fighting game called Bloody Roar, and that character is Greg, who funny enough, also starts with a G. So, and he also wears a top hat, has a beard. So people have been trying to connect him with G, and that could make sense. I mean, I feel like it's just all a coincidence. And I mean, he does have that look. He does have that design to him to be similar with G here. And on top of the fact that if you look at Ed, I believe it was Ed's ending. There is a gorilla walking with Ed and Falk, and I think there was one other person. But really, otherwise, there is that possibility. And I would like to see that, but this guy is from Bloody Roar, and Bloody Roar is from Hudson, which is another company that kind of died off a long time ago, or just at least in a dormant state or something. I don't know what's been happening with that company nowadays, but that's not a Capcom fighting game, unfortunately. So unless they secretly bought the rights and they're just gonna reveal G as like the starting point or something for Capcom to be like, hey, we got Bloody Roar, it's in our rights now. But no, I don't think they'll do something like that. That's very unlikely. But it is an interesting theory of Greg being G or whatever, and it could point out the possibility that G, it could be a command grab kind of character. He could be a wrestler or something. I have no idea. I mean, we really don't know what G is all about. So maybe it could be a hint towards G being, a wrestling type of character, and now we have more wrestling characters along with Zangief and Alex and all that fun stuff. So, but yeah, it does really quite makes me question, or make a lot of people question as to who or what that gorilla is in Ed's ending. So, and also makes me ask who's that other guy in that picture as well. So it definitely makes more questions as well as trying to answer them when it comes to G. So G does definitely have some mysterious vibes overall, in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much I think all I can say about G. There's really no other theory that I can think of other than he's a rival of Q of some sort. He's gonna be a villain. He's gonna be a bad guy. And he's some sort of president of a corporation, and he's rich, so and he's gonna have like gold themed powers. That's probably gonna be his gimmick or whatever. But yeah, I really wanted to see how how that's gonna be like. All the characters so far have been pretty unique for the most part, and G probably is gonna have some sort of gold power kind of thing going on. But yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see. We'll probably see him being revealed at either Comic-Con or Evo. So either of those two events, he'll definitely be revealed one way or another. And maybe if he doesn't get revealed at Comic-Con, there's always Evo. But if he does get revealed at Comic-Con, I believe there could be something more to season 3. Maybe perhaps a little hint of what's to come for season 4 or something, since there is that league list going on with Sea Viper, Sodom, and I believe I'm missing one more person in question. But That's just a little rumor that was involved with the whole MVCI Uncanny Edition rumor that I kind of mentioned in my previous videos. And I don't know. This is gonna be interesting though. G is for real though. We know that for sure. And whether he's gonna be revealed at either Evo or Comic-Con, that's for us to see. So that's all I can say for G for right now. He's definitely the most interesting character out of all the season 3 roster so far. Anyway, I mean, in terms of mystery, because G is such a unique looking character out of all of them. Falk, you kind of get an idea of what she is. She kind of is like a similar clone with Ed, and and she's like the only other new character. So really, I mean, G is therefore the most interesting one in my opinion. So, but anyways, if you guys have any comments or any theories or any speculations as to who G is in the Street Fighter world, what's his significance, how he's gonna impact the Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition in terms of lore and I guess tier list. So is he gonna be competitive at all? Is he gonna be even viable? We'll have to definitely see. He could have some good buttons or something. I have no idea on that side. But if you have any of those comments, you're more than welcome to leave them down below. And don't forget to hit the like if you enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button for more videos like these. And if you want to support the channel any further, go in the description box below and you can check them out. All the links, including Loot Crate, Twitter, and all that fun stuff. So this has been my thoughts, speculations as to who G is for this episode of the Hawke Talks. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next video. Sean out.